Welcome to my YouTube channel, Statistic. Hello and welcome to the third video related to the HEC. In this video, we will learn about verbal reasoning. Verbal reasoning is, in a nutshell, thinking with words. As the name suggests, it's a form of problem solving based around words and language. It involves thinking about text, solving word problems, following written instructions to come up with a solution, spotting letter sequences, and cracking letter and number-based codes. Verbal reasoning exams are intended to test a child's ability to understand and reason using words, and are a test of skill, rather than of learned knowledge. The theory is that they allow the examining body to build a picture of a child's potential for critical thinking, problem-solving, and ultimately, intelligence. This section may include questions of a different kind. Finding one letter that will complete two words. Finding a word hidden inside another word. Spotting the odd ones out in a list of words. Finding the words that mean the same from two lists. Finding antonyms from two lists of words. Breaking a code where each letter of the alphabet is represented by a different letter or number. The first type is analogies. Analogy questions present a logical relationship between two pairs of words or numbers. You are asked to choose from the options the pair of words with the same logical relationship. Have a look at the below example. The next we will discuss is antonyms. This section of the test is a vocabulary section. In this section, you are given a word and are asked to find the word from the given choices that is exactly the opposite in meaning. This question presents a sentence, part of which or all of which is underlined. Beneath the sentence, you will find 5 ways of phrasing the underlined part. The first of these repeats the original, the other 4 are different. If you think the original is best, choose the first answer, otherwise, choose one of the others. This question tests the correctness and effectiveness of expression. In choosing your answer, follow the requirements of standard written English, that is, pay attention to grammar, choice of words, and sentence construction. Choose the answer that produces the most effective sentence. This answer should be clear and exact, without awkwardness, ambiguity, redundancy, or grammatical error. Reading comprehension questions are designed to test a wide range of abilities that are required to read and understand the kinds of prose commonly encountered in advanced studies. This passage is accompanied by questions about its content. For each question, select the best answer among the 5 choices. Answer all questions based on what the passage states or implies. Reading comprehension questions on the test focus on your ability to understand the given passage on either a micro means little picture level or macro means big picture level. Accordingly, all the reading comprehension questions you'll encounter on the test will fall into one of the following categories. Main idea questions ask you to summarize the passage as a whole, or to identify the author's overall purpose in writing the passage. You might see questions asking you to pick out the central or main idea, or asking you what the author was primarily concerned with. Conversely, details questions do ask you to identify facts, details, descriptions, or subtopics. The details they ask about will always be explicitly stated, and sometimes the relevant parts of the passage will be highlighted to make it easier for you to find it. Thus, they're often the easiest, or at least the most face value, questions in a given set. They begin with phrases like according to the passage, and the passage states that. Inference questions, on the other hand, ask you to identify what is implied by the author, but not explicitly stated. Rather than the passage states that, these kinds of questions will begin with something like the passage suggests that, so you immediately know that you'll need to connect the dots yourself. Nevertheless, the correct answer is always supported by the passage. Logical structure questions center on function. Sometimes you'll be asked to assess how a passage is constructed. Does it define an idea, compare and contrast, refute an idea, etc.? Other times you'll be asked to recognize underlying assumptions, strengths and weaknesses of the passage's argument as well as potential counterarguments. Style and tone questions ask you about the author's expression of ideas through diction or word choice. You may have to deduce the author's attitude toward a specific idea he/she brings up or identify the tone of the passage as a whole. Words like critical and enthusiastic often appear in the answer options for these kinds of questions. This is just an example. The passage may be short or may be longer. Each question contains a sentence with 1 or 2 blanks, and you have to find the best answer choice, containing 1 or more words, to complete the sense of the sentence. In the following questions, you are given the main word and 4 or 5 options words. You are to choose the word from the options which is similar in meaning to the main word. These were all about the hat. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section. Please subscribe my YouTube channel, also press the bell icon.